Hello historical people, Wes again, talking about English longsword, and my new rule is I can't talk about English longsword without a cup of tea. So here we are, dropping the glove on. I'm going to go through today, I've been through it before sort of, I've not done a video dedicated on it, the first play of the Harley manuscript, going through Gareth Pryor's translation in his scholarly works on George Silver Part 3. Anyway, how the play goes is Hawk bearing in with the foot, double round with 3 feet outwards, as many homewards, then you enter a quarter and then a hawk snatch, basically. How that looks, according to Gareth's translation, where we're using the double round as just a round with 2 hands. So it's not duplicating the action, it's double round. So hawk bearing in with the foot, double round, okay, into the guard, quarter, into my hawk, and then bash, okay. So sort of full speed, that looks something like that. Something like that. I do enough steps, probably. It's fine. It's not a terrible play. Quite like it. Using the double as just a 2-handed single action, I feel works quite well. But anyway, I'm going to go through a few other interpretation type things of the same. Okay, just so we can get a feel for how other people think it's done. So the hawk, some people think that can just be an overhowl. Now the guard of the hawk, not a relation to the band of the hawk, is somewhere up here. Okay, they say you can do it from sort of vom tag as well, but basically coming from top, you come straight down. Some people think that can just be an overhowl, so any sort of diagonal angle. But the reason I don't think that's great is because you also have a quarter blow, which is said to come down at those angles. So those diagonal angles, which would be your overhowl. Your overhowl, angle 1's angle 2 is just your normal cut that we're used to throwing. So I think the hawk comes down, just straight down. Okay, like a shite or howl potentially, whatever. So your hawk straight down. And realistically, I think when we're looking at some of these plays, when they want you to throw the hawks, they're expecting you to come all the way through with that. So, okay, in case I miss, basically. Because then when I'm up here, throw them around, you know, I'm giving the same threat that I've just given, except delivering something else. Anyway, kind of rambling on that one. So, one of the common interpretations that we see is something along the lines of this. So you get your overhowl, and then people will go into a double zwerkow for some reason, back out, and then either quarter over or the quarter under, and then the snatch is pretty self-explanatory, just whack it up and snatch. And that's something we see fairly commonly. A lot of people seem to think that's the case. Okay, obviously Gareth, he says your double round should just be 2 hands on the sword, so that makes the play a lot quicker, which is nice. But even if you do, I mean, like, it's worth always knowing a few different ideas, different ways to interpret it. And also, as much as I'm going through these plays now, I don't really like practicing big, long, 3 or 4 or more like part plays, because you need to be always reacting to your opponent, not just getting stuck in your own head. But anyway, so if I do it again, let's say I overhowl in, bang, bang, and then what am I doing there? Quarter up there and swinging in. I mean, it's still doable, still feasible. The only bit I don't like is the bang, bang there when I'm already engaged. I don't want to give myself 2 or more actions when I'm in the danger zone, really, if I can help it. And looking at the other lessons in the English stuff, you're always starting with a proffer or some kind of spring, some kind of like, I don't think the first move that you're doing here is supposed to ever be a connecting shot. Obviously, if I start with a hook and that hits, fantastic. But I can generate a lot of threat with that. It looks like I'm coming up for another one, but actually, I've changed the angle. Got myself stabbed by my bloody piece of wood, but bang, in, out, sort of thing. So I think some of these hawks could just be come in as a threat, as opposed to necessarily meaning to land them. Issue is that really, like in current sort of sport, HEMA fencing, like that's a bit of a dick move to just full on come vertically down on someone's head. But is what it is. Anyway, I'll show you the play again. I'll stop rambling. So from this side, so your hook comes in, maybe it comes all the way around. Then you're into your round, your double round, sorry, with just two hands. Then I've stepped outwards, step homewards, quarter, back into my hawk, snatch. Okay? And on the target, that looks something like bang on my hawk. Okay? And you're using that quarter below and you snatch to just get out of dodge, basically. Don't know if I've explained that particularly well, but see what you think. Like I say, there's a few ideas on how it's actually done, so play with it yourself. If go read the sources. If you think it's something different, try it, stick it online, see what happens.